Today on Titan Sports Recap, Titan softball enters the Titan Classic strong, but can they finish the way they started? After a long road trip, Titan baseball enters the rubber game against St. Mary's in a matinee play, and men's rugby travels to Santa Barbara. However, does that stop them from defeating Santa Barbara City College? All this and much more on Titan Sports Recap. Hello and welcome back to Titan Sports Recap, bringing you the best video coverage of Cal State Fullerton athletics. I'm Alyssa Santiago, and alongside me is Andy Waller.
That would be me. It's St. Patrick's Day. We're wearing our green. Are you? Happy St. Patrick's Day to all our viewers out there.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Titan softball started out fast early in the season, but they have hit road bumps along the way as they lost to ranked teams such as LSU, Notre Dame, Tennessee, and Arizona, just to name a few.
The Titans were riding a two-game losing streak until Friday when they won 2 games against Canisius and UNLV. On day 2, the Titans took the first game to Texas Tech, 13-6. Our reporter Joey Finiguera has more on the DePaul game.
Thanks, guys. We're out here at Anderson Family Field as the ladies look to play their last game in the Titan Classic. Now, the Titans are 2-1 on the weekend as they go on to face the DePaul Blue Demons today. Let's jump to the highlights and catch some of the action. Both teams getting started with a little bit of hacky sack. The girls just want to have fun, I guess. But at the top of the first, DePaul would get down to business quick as first baseman Mary Connolly drives one to right center, giving the Demons an early 1-0 lead. But in the bottom of the fourth, Titans first baseman Melissa Seacrest would have plans of her own, pulling one out to the same exact spot, getting her team up on the board. But more pressure from the Demons in the 6th, as shortstop Allie Braden reaches third on an error in right field. Not too many defensive mistakes by the Titans, but this one costing them big right here. And later on in the inning, DePaul would score 2 more runs on a single from Nicole Pill, putting him up 5-1 to end the top of the 6th. But don't count out the Titans just yet. Samantha Galarza lift one over the left field wall and lift the Titans' spirits, putting them within 3. Sydney Colenso would contribute with a big ground rule double of her own. She would stay stranded on base as DePaul catcher would make a diving tag to end the inning. And that's the way the story would go, as Kirsten Verdon gets her 6th strikeout and ends the game. DePaul wins 5-2.
Yesterday we were, jumping for joy, and today, is a different day. And that's why you've got to respect this game. We put in a great week of practice, paid us back yesterday, and today we were just a little empty in our tank.
I was more so in the zone trying to get this win. I mean, as you see, 1 inning was the deciding factor. So, I was ready to go, ready to get this W for my team, but as you see, didn't happen,
So a promising start for the Titans as they open up the tournament with 2 big wins, but they could fail to close it out with 2 back-to-back losses today against Texas Tech and DePaul. So it's a much-needed rest for the Titans as they go on to a busy schedule next week. From Anderson Family Field, I'm Joey Finiguera, Titan Sports Recap.
Softball will return to action Monday as they will face Canisius again at 6 p.m. at Anderson Family Field.
Most embarrassing loss I've ever had in my life. And our guys proved that they're soft as marshmallows. If you know that answer, tell me. That was the most pathetic offensive performance. So we stink. We're a terrible baseball team.
That was head coach Rick Vanderhook after the 19-inning game against San Francisco earlier in the season. The mood has drastically changed from a month ago. Fans were booking trips to Omaha and thought the Titans would steamroll over all of the other teams, but that hasn't been the case. Instead, the Titans are unpredictable. They lost their first series of the season last week. They hope to get back on the right track against St. Mary's. Our own Garshpal Prisunga has more on the weekend series. Garshpal Pri?
Thanks, guys. Like you guys have been saying, the Titans have been struggling this season. Friday night they won, but that was off of a J.D. Davis game-winning hit. And then last night, they struggled as they lost to St. Mary's 6-0. Today is the rubber match. Can they take the win and the series? Let's go take a look at the highlights. St. Mary's Jacob Valdez hopes to outduel Phil Bickford. But in the first, runners on the corner. Clay Williamson lays down the perfect bunt, and catcher Ian McLaughlin wishes he had longer arms. Matt Chapman gives the Titans an early 1-0 lead. Fast forwarding to the third, bases loaded with 2 outs. Tyler Steve looking to rip one to the gap, but he'll take the walk since he's a team player. Austin Deemer scores. Next batter, Keegan Dale strikes out, leaving 3 runs stranded. The Titans lead by 2 runs at the end of the inning. In the top of the fourth, a runner on second. Ian McLaughlin doubles to right center, bringing home Anthony Villa. Gales trail the Titans by 1. In the fifth, with 1 on, Darian Ramage tries to bump, but Chapman makes a great play and foul ground. Did this play make the cut for TSR's top 5? Find out at the end of the show. Gales would tie the game with a sac fly, but in the bottom of the 6th with 1 on and no out, Chapman swings one past the Gales defense for a double, bringing home Dale. 2 batters later, JD Davis rips one to left field for RBI single. Chapman comes home to score his 2nd run of the game. Titans lead by 2 runs. It seems like the Titans had this one in the bag with 2 outs in the 9th. Trevor Abram hits a 1-hopper to Davis, but he can't handle it. Next batter would be hit by the pitch. This can't be good at all. Titans make a pitching change, bringing in Davis from first. First batter he faces is Nate Nolan, and he reaches on an error by Keegan Dale. This is Dale's 5th error of the season. With the bases loaded for Don Andre Clark, he tries to test Dale again, but this time, Dale would capitalize on this opportunity. The Titans will go on to win the game, 4-2.
And it's been a little bit of a struggle. So just do some of the basic things, throw strikes, play catch, put the ball in play, and take some better at-bats. And we did a little more of that today.
I think you just want to get the message across that everybody's gunning for us. You can't take anybody lightly, and it's time to get back to playing how we play and stop trying to do things and just let it happen.
The Titans get the win. Just like their season, it wasn't pretty, but they got the win, which is the most important part. The Titans on the season have 10 wins and 7 losses. Tomorrow night, they'll take on the UNLV Rebels here at home. From Goodwin Field, I'm Garshbar Pisunga, Titan Sports Recap. Back to you guys in the studio.
Wow, thanks, Garshbar. And finally, baseball takes 2 out of 3 in a series. It was kind of rough there in the 9th inning in yesterday's rubber game. They had 2 straight errors with 2 outs to let the Gales back into the game. But overall, they're finally starting to get back on the winning track, which is nice.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully they can take this momentum from this series, and as they are taking it into the Long Beach State games this upcoming series, hopefully, that can transfer over and they can beat the Dirtbags.
Wow, big series coming up for baseball.
Definitely. Alrighty, switching over to the track. Men and women's outdoor track and field team made a strong impression at the Ben Brown Invitational on Friday and Saturday. With 40 teams competing in this invitational, the Titans finished with 12 top 4 finishes. Tyus Neely earned first place in her heat of the 200-meter dash with 24.85 seconds. The Titans won the exciting 4x4 race with a time of 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Brooke Harge took third in the long jump, and Jasmine Davis also took third in the triple jump. The Titans will travel to the UC Irvine Spring Break Invitational March 21st and 22nd.
The men's basketball team's season ended last week to their rival Long Beach State. The Titans were not able to advance past the quarterfinals of the Big West Conference tournament. Despite committing just 8 turnovers on offense, the run-and-gun Titans scored just 2 fast break points and shot a measly 33% from the field. Under new head coach Dedrick Taylor, the Titans were just 11-20 on the season. On the bright side, however, Michael Williams earned the Big West second-team conference honors, and Alex Harris was also an honorable mention.
Losing isn't fun, and especially to Long Beach State, our rivals. It makes it hurt just a little bit more. The Titan women were ousted by the 49ers in the first round of the Big West Conference tournament last week. The Titans forced 26 turnovers to the beach, but it wasn't enough to stop them. The Titans' overall record this season was 12-18 under first-season head coach Darren Park. While senior Alex Thomas played her last game Wednesday night, the Titans have players such as Samantha Logan, who earned her all-freshman team honors, and junior Shantae Miles to look forward to next season.
Lots to look forward to there. When people think of spring sports on Cal State Fullerton, they immediately think of baseball and softball, rightfully so. Well, if you can believe it or not, it's the rugby team that's off to an impressive start this year. Founded in 1985, the team would look to stay hot and improve to 4-1 on the season as they took on Santa Barbara City College. And away we go. But the Titans would come up early, down 5-0 early in the first half, as Nathan Amezcua would come up with the ball at the 5-meter scrum. Wow, I wouldn't want to be on the bottom of that pile. And he dives across the try line to tie the game up at 5. And on the conversion kick, Alex Alvarez hits the crossbar and it goes in. Literally, the Titans would take a 2-point lead into the half at 7-5. Second half, already having scored to make it 10-7, the Vaqueros would add another score just moments later, showing off some serious speed to take a commanding 17-7 lead. But the Titans would storm back. They would score 3 straight times, capped up by this grueling run by Curtis Nijunga to put Fullerton ahead by 5. Last chance for Irvine. They're threatening late on a run here, down by 5, but the Titan D steps up and tackles the Vaqueros right at the goal line. As time runs out on Santa Barbara, the Titans hang on to the win, 22-17. What a win for the program, having a goal line stand there at the last second.
Yeah, definitely. I know a bunch of guys on the team, so I really hope that they take this momentum into the rest of the season and they finish the season really strong.
Wow, they could be the new talk of spring sports on campus.
Yeah, I hope so. Alrighty, March Madness is upon us, and we want you, as TSR followers, to join us in the madness and fill out your brackets. And just maybe, if you have the correct bracket, you can win an awesome TSR prize.
How do I sign up?
Well, here you go. You head over to games.espn.go.com and search for the group Titan Sports Recap. And for the password of the group is TSR. Is your college team going to make the finals? I don't know. There's always some upsets there. The first round game starts tomorrow, March 18th.
Here's your Titan timeline highlighting the biggest games in the next week. On Tuesday, March 18th, the Titans will host UNLV at 6 p.m. And from Friday, March 21st to Sunday, March 23rd, the Long Beach State Dirtbags comes into town for a non-conference series. Titan tennis continues their action as they play host to Colorado State on Tuesday, March 18th at 1:30 p.m. and Wyoming on Thursday, March 20th at 1:30 p.m. Lastly, the men's and women's outdoor track and field will participate in the UCI Spring Break Invitational on Friday, March 21st and Saturday, March 22nd.
And remember all of our social media outlets. You can watch our entire video highlight library on our YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/TitanSportsRecap. Follow us on Twitter. Our handle is @CSUFSportsRecap. Find us on Facebook for all updates on Fullerton Athletics. And check us out on Instagram for behind-the-scenes photos and possibly selfies. Follow us @TitanSportsRecap.
Wow, that should be exciting stuff there on our social media.
Here we go. This past weekend has been jam-packed with action. Softball hosted the Titan Classic, baseball hosted St. Mary's, and of course we have the Big West Conference basketball tournament that took place in Honda Center right down the street.
A lot of fun there.
Yeah, there were many top plays, and we just trimmed them down for you to our top 5. So here we go for our TSR top 5 of the weekend. Here we go. On number 5, St. Mary's, Cal State Fullerton, Game 3, top of the 5th. Matt Chapman makes a huge diving catch. Fullerton would win this game 4-2.
Nice catch by Chapman. Number 4, the second game of the series Saturday night. Ball hit out to center field to DeAndre Clark, and he makes a diving catch to snag it out of the air. What a catch, and what importantly, what a little tumble roll there. I'll give him a 10.
Yeah, they would win 6-0. Here we go. It's a 3-for-1 on this number 3. Softball's victory over UNLV. First homer, Missy Takiyaho all the way out to center field. Blasted out. Number 2, Eliza Crawford. Last one again, all the way out to left center field. They were just knocking them all the way out there. Number 3, Melissa Sechrest to right center. None of those were just coming back at all. There's no chance. Fullerton would win against UNLV 12-4.
Number 2, Friday night, top of the 13th inning. J.D. Davis at the plate, and J.D. Davis with the bases loaded will end the game on this bloop single to right. Wow, look at that. Titans go off in walk-off fashion, 6-5.
And here we go, number 1. It's not the Titans, but it is the Big West Conference Men's Basketball Championship game. Cal Poly and CSUN Cal Poly was down by 2, and here we go. Ridge Shipley for the 3. Take a look right here, and he, boom, just drains it. Shirley had 14 points in the game. Cal Poly would win it 61-59.
Wow, congratulations to Cal Poly winning the Big West Conference Tournament for their first time in the program's history, and they will head on to the NCAA tournament where they're going to take on Texas Southern in a play-in game on Wednesday.
Yes, and it is in our Titans, but it is the Big West Tournament's Big West Conference, so we have to support them. So hopefully they do well.
Hey, it's called March Madness for a reason.
Exactly. Well, that's going to do it for us in this episode of TSR. We will see you next week for more sports coverage. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Santiago.
And I'm Andy Waller. Have a good night, guys.
Have a good St. Patrick's Day, guys.